Welcome to Jets Game Day presented by Audi. Here's your host, Eric Allen.
Welcome into Jets Game Day. Eric Allen alongside the Killer Bees. That's Bart Scott and Brian Baldinger. Baldy is dressed to the nines today.
Hey, Miami Vice style going on right there, Sonny and Tubbs.
Come on, man. Like we're a duo.
There you go. Speaking of bees, the Jets are hosting the Denver Broncos this weekend, Bart, with an opportunity to get their third straight victory.
Yeah, I mean, you want to get on a roll and you want to protect your home. You know, Denver Broncos, once again, is going to have to travel from the West Coast to the East Coast, different time zone, a rookie quarterback in a hostile environment. The Jets have to take advantage of that.
Let's get into the film right now. We're presented by Moody's, as always. Baldy, I want to focus on the NFL's number one team on third down. That's Aaron Rodgers, the New York Jets, converting 57% of the time.
It's a big number. I mean, anytime you're over 50%, it's you're at the top of the charts. And what it allows you to do when you convert third downs is sustain offense. And when you sustain offense, you can get into your playbook. And last week in the win against New England, Aaron Rodgers was able to get the ball to every single receiver there was. Both backs, in fact, all three backs caught passes. The tight ends, the receivers, they all got involved. And, the big thing I think we all saw, and I'll show you right here, is Aaron Rodgers' movement. I thought his movement was outstanding because here the Patriots are going to get a little inside push right here on the play. And Aaron Rodgers feels it right here. And once he sees it right there, now he gets out. But the key is right here, his eyes are down the field. Now you got Garrett Wilson right there, but he's going to see Tyler Conklin coming across the formation right here. And when he does, like just another throw to Conklin, who led the team in receptions. But that's a third down conversion right there because of Aaron Rodgers' movement.
Bart, how much pressure does that put on a defense when Aaron Rodgers is moving like that?
I mean, a lot, because it extends plays and it goes to the scramble drill. And he completed 8 passes to 8 different receivers. And, Conklin was the beneficiary of it this week, but next week it can be somebody else. And they're starting to learn those scramble drills and how to sit in zones. And if Aaron Rodgers can do that, and he also picked up some first downs with his feet too. So if the defender's stuck in between, do I step up and try and force the throw, or do I stay back and play coverage? Aaron Rodgers showed that he can kill you both ways.
The evolution of this Jets offense continues. Mike Williams got involved against the Patriots, 3 catches for 34 yards.
Yeah, and it's a couple of them were third down too. Like here he is in press man coverage down at the bottom right here, and you're going to see Aaron Rodgers right now. Like it's just a conversion right here. He's got him. He's got the corner over the top of him. Aaron Rodgers is going to fit this on the back shoulder right here, and that's all you need because his ability to adjust to a ball in the air. It's one of those guys, Bart. To me, he's always open. Yeah. Because of his length and because of his ability to play the ball in the air.
We always talk about catch radius in football, right, or defense radius. Well, he's 6'4", 6'5". He's going to have 4 to 5 inches on the person that's covering him. So Aaron Rodgers understands this, and he saw that it was cover 2, safety over the top. He knew, and Mike Williams is starting to understand the nonverbal communication. If I throw it to you early, it's because it's cover 2 and the safety's over the top. So I'm going to get it before he can even affect the play. Now, if that was cover 1, Mike Williams can use his speed, continue to go down the field to be able to catch. He reminds me of Plexico Burress in his heyday when Plexico was just so tall that you can't high point the ball because you have to be perfect as a defender to be able to reach the apex where he can jump early and still be taller than you on the way down as you're going up.
How about the dynamic this week? Aaron Rodgers, he's 150 wins in the National Football League. Bo Nix just got his first for the Broncos.
Well, I mean, look, one guy's in his 20th year, one guy's a rookie. So you're going to get that disparity, and that's where Bo Nix wants to get one day. But, for right now, you take a look at what he was able to do last week, EA. He was able to get the ball to his wide receivers last week. Here's his number 1 right here, Cortland Sutton. And on the play, I mean, he's just going to run on third down, just this bow out right here. And the important thing for Bo Nix is to be able to hit his 5th step and get the ball out on timing and beat that coverage right there. And that was important for him because he'd really struggled to get the ball to his wide receivers in the first 2 games.
Yeah, his top target is Cortland Sutton.
Yeah.
He's a highly athletic dude, Bo Nix. Yeah.
But understanding that, right? Like you see right there on that illustration that Baldy had, the corner started with outside leverage. How do you get beat outside leverage? So that's understanding. See, what happens, these guys were threatened so much by the speed. You have to trust your speed and maintain your leverage. So then when he makes that throw, you can make the interception. If you're outside, stay outside. If you're inside, stay inside. Understand your leverage.
Coming up, we're going to put defensive line coach Aaron Whitecotton under the Jets spotlight.
Brought to you by Moody's, proud partner of the New York Jets. Welcome back to Jets Game Day, presented by Audi.
Defensive line every snap, pushing back the Patriots' offensive line.
Meanwhile, that line breaking down again, and here come the gangrene guys.
All right, Coach, there were a couple changes to the D-line this offseason. What have you thought of their performance so far?
I thought the biggest thing, Caroline, is they all came in right off the bat and adopted the culture. We're totally in on all that stuff. The way that we do things, the way that we play, like credit to all those guys just fitting right in and having it's really been seamless. It's been great.
One of those leaders on the D-line, you might say, was Jermaine Johnson. And obviously week 3 was the first game without him. Was that a big loss for you guys?
I mean, the biggest loss is the person. I think it was a testament to how close the group is to see all those guys do his celebration when they got the sack. And for those guys to be that tight and that close, that was the biggest thing. It's like, man, we lost one of our brothers. Obviously, Jermaine's a playmaker. Obviously, he's an important part to our group. But the camaraderie and not having him with us on the sideline and having his energy and having his juice, that sucked.
Against the Patriots, maybe the best performance that this D-line has had so far, 7 sacks total, 2 of which come from Will McDonald. What did you think of his performance in that game, but also kind of the production he's had so far?
He's done such a nice job over the past year of understanding what it takes to get himself ready to play in a game, to get himself ready for an NFL season. I've seen his maturity go through the roof. His preparation is at a different level. It's been awesome for him to see his growth and just to see the increase in his maturity.
Who's someone that you would say maybe isn't getting enough credit for their performance, or maybe they're not getting the notoriety because of the numbers, but they're putting in the work every day, someone that maybe has even surprised you?
Quinnen gets a lot of attention as a pass rusher and as a run player. All the guy does is go in and work, and he's happy for other people's success. And then when he does get his opportunities, gosh, he makes the most of them. Mm-hmm. It's been not unexpected at all. Like, this just the kind of person and player that he is. But it's been amazing to have one of your best players lead by that example. Incredible. I'm so fortunate to be around him.
What are some of the challenges that this defense is going to see with this Denver offense?
Well, I thought that their O-line played very well last week. They did a nice job, scored a lot of points. You can't score a lot of points if your O-line's not playing good. Run and pass, they did a nice job. And they do a really nice job of, it's not a situation where Bo Nix just drops back and just takes off running, but if there's room to run, or he has a designed rollout, or he has the ability to make plays with his legs, it's a challenge. So you got some good blockers and a guy who can make things happen with his arm and with his legs. It's always a challenge.
So what is that next step that you want to see from your D-line unit? You like what you've seen so far, but what is that next step for them?
I don't think we have to do anything other than just consistently focus on working to be our best and taking steps every week and every day, finding ways to get better. That's what I want. I just want them to grow. I want us to grow. I want me to grow. I want from all the input that we get from Coach and Joe and Brick all the way down to figure out how we can just take the next positive step.
This exclusive interview was presented by Audi. Visit your tri-state Audi dealer to get behind the wheel of yours today, or visit AudiOffers.com for more information.
Great job from Caroline there with Jets defensive line coach Aaron Whitecotton. The Jets 14 sacks through 3 games. That's their best start since 1966.
I mean, that's tremendous, right? And that's complimentary football. This is why, Aaron Rodgers came to the sideline and was telling Saleh, hey, you said 2 score lead. Well, there you go. Show me what you can do with it. They showed they can do a lot with it.
It all starts up front for this Jets defense. The centerpiece for Aaron Whitecotton, for Jeff Albrecht and Robert Saleh, it's Quinnen Williams.
Yeah, look, Quinnen Williams is the key. And on this play right here, he's on the nose. All right, he's a zero technique on this play. And they're going to run this twist stunt with Javon Kinlaw driving inside, and Quinnen's going to come outside. And the play is going to get Jacoby Brissett flushed. And then once Quinnen sees him in his eyes right here, like his eyes are right here. Wherever he goes, he's going to follow him right now. And so he gets a chance to take down Brissett. There's a holding call on that play as well, a sack. Like, all those things are splash plays, and it puts the offense in a difficult position.
Outstanding start for this Jets defensive line and defense. Coming up, we're going to find out what the green and white are saying about this week's matchup against the Denver Broncos.
You are watching Jets Game Day, presented by Audi.
Sunday will be the third time in as many years the Jets and Broncos will play against each other, but the first time Denver visits MetLife Stadium since 2020. While the Jets defense is coming off an impressive 7-sack performance last week, the Broncos also had 7 sacks and their upset win over the Buccaneers.
Defensively, they're different than this time a year ago, where I think they're still trying to figure out who they were from a defensive standpoint, where now I think they've got a very clear-cut identity. They're doing a really nice job. Vance does a very nice job getting those guys in position to create one-on-ones, and I think they do a good job winning.
Denver has the NFL's number 3 overall defense. It's tied for 5th in sacks and tied with the Jets for the 3rd most pressures. The Jets' offensive line has been good in the early parts of the regular season, but Sunday will be the group's first game with a new starting combination. With right tackle Morgan Moses set to miss a couple games with a knee injury, rookie Olu Fashanu will start his first regular season game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it sucks for someone like Morgan to go down, someone that means so much to this team, the offense and the O-line room, but everyone just has that next man up mentality. So for me, it was all about just going out there, doing my job to the best of my ability.
Fashanu only played at left tackle at Penn State, but began cross-training at right tackle in training camp. The number 11 overall pick took 29 snaps at that spot in the preseason and another 14 last week in Moses' place.
Pretty comfortable. It's been something I've been working on ever since draft training, draft prep up in February, and worked at it a lot during OTAs and camp, and I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot right now.
Fashanu will help protect quarterback Aaron Rodgers, who said the 21-year-old reminds him of former Jets Pro Bowl left tackle DeBrickashaw Ferguson.
I don't like to do a lot of comparisons, but I will in this case. From the beginning, I felt like he reminded me a lot of DeBrickashaw. Personality-wise, and then just the consistency. And I obviously didn't play with Brick, but I know people that did, and I watched him from afar, and it always felt like he was just so consistent week in and week out. Like, he wasn't getting beat a lot, he was in the right place, he was good against the run, in the run game, he was good pass blocking, and it's just never been too big for Olu. I feel like he's been consistent every day. If he make a mistake, he doesn't make a repeat mistake. His attitude, he's very quiet, he just kind of goes about his business. So I think he's in a good spot. Obviously, he's played a lot of left tackles, but he's played right tackle for us in training camp, on the look team the first 3 weeks. So I'm very confident in Olu.
While the focus will be on how Fashanu plays this week, the interior of the Jets' offensive line has been executing at a high level. Left guard John Simpson, center Joe Tippmann, and right guard Elijah Vera-Tucker all rank in the top 10 at their position in pass block rate, according to Pro Football Focus, among players who have taken at least 50% of their team snaps.
Gentlemen, are you ready for our great debate? Bart's got me nervous because he's been writing notes the whole time here, Baldy.
He is. He's putting in the computer, and he's got paper.
So he's ready to go. Okay, so today's great debate, presented by HCL Tech, as always. Aaron Rodgers will reach 60,000 yards for his career against the Broncos. He needs 321.
Oh, I think he's going to get it. I think MetLife Stadium is the place to be on Sunday. I think Aaron Rodgers has the flair for the dramatic. I don't think it's about records. He wants to get the win. But I can see a lot of the personnel on this team, whether it's Breece Hall in a screen game, Garrett Wilson on a shallow cross, Mike Williams on the go route. I can see him putting up a lot of yards to these receiving crews this week, and I can see it getting over 300 and close. And then once the fans know that he's close to 60,000, because it's going to be on the big screen TV. And so I think everybody's going to be looking, and they're going to be like wanting it. And once he feels it, he's going to go for it.
Oh, you got a devious smile on your face.
Well, like a Hail Mary as we supposed to take the knee, like the fake kneel.
Oh, come on.
Go ahead and get it there. But I tell you what, we haven't seen Aaron Rodgers throw for over 300 yards in, I think, about 25 games or something like that.
Since December 12, 2021.
Right. So you talk about, can he do it? Of course he can do it. But I just think the Jets are going to be more balanced and try and establish the run and take some shots over the top. But I expect the Jets to be able to, have a lead, and it's going to be a close game, I mean, it's going to be a blowout, so there's no need to put the ball in harm's way. I think they're going to be taking the air out of the football. You talk about a rookie quarterback coming here. We just mentioned about the sacks that the Jets had last week against the Patriots. Now you talk about bringing a young quarterback that's trying to decipher a lot of information. I think, Bo Nix struggles a little bit because I think now it's a healthy respect for his athletic abilities, ability to run the football.
Well, it's going to be fun as Aaron Rodgers approaches another milestone in his Hall of Fame career. Coming up, don't go anywhere because we got our final predictions.
This was presented by the official digital transformation partner of the New York Jets, HCL Tech, supercharging progress. Get 100% verified tickets to every upcoming game at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Jets and the NFL.
Let's get into our predictions right now, presented by New York Lottery as always. Baldy, we're going to start with you.
Yep.
Breece Hall will record a touchdown in his 7th consecutive game.
Oh, I think so. And he's had great success against the Broncos the last 2 years. I think he's just starting to get his legs underneath him, and I think this is going to be a big day for him.
Bo Nix will lead the Broncos in rushing.
No.
No, okay.
I don't think so. And that's not because I think that somebody's going to have a great day. I think that, listen, they're going to be prepared for Bo Nix and his read options and all that stuff. They'll have a plan for that. And they'll have a spy on him because they understand if they believe that Sauce can shut Sutton down like he's done in previous years, then that causes for the quarterback to scramble. And I think they're going to have somebody there understanding he's a young quarterback that once his first read isn't there, he's looking to take off.
Baldy, let's flip it to the other side of the ball and the veteran quarterback. The Jets will convert more than 60% of their third downs against the Broncos.
The Broncos are a better defense than I think people understand. I mean, they've got a lot of veterans. I mean, you got Surtain out there. They got a good front. Alex Singleton doesn't miss plays. 60% is unreasonably high. I can see 50% EA, but 60%, nobody really ever approaches that. You might get a game here or a game there. I don't think they're going to achieve 60%.
But it's Aaron Rodgers. He converted 67% of the time against the Patriots. How about this one? Both the Jets and the Broncos had 7 sacks last week. Neither the Jets nor the Broncos will have 4 sacks this week.
I think that's appropriate.
Oh.
I think you can get 3, but sometimes it's hard because I think both sides are going to have a healthy respect for each other. A lot of play action, a lot of 7-man protection, a lot of turn protections, and I'm trying to make sure that they only have limited people out in routes, making sure that the first priority is protecting the quarterback, especially for us. With Morgan Moses maybe potentially not playing in the game, maybe shoring up, leaving the tight end in a little bit to kind of just help out that process.
Final thoughts, gentlemen. This is an interesting spot. The Jets have an opportunity to get to 3-1 before they take on the undefeated Vikings in London. On the other side of the coin, you got a Denver team that's got some confidence coming in after taking down the Buccaneers.
Look, they went down to Tampa, and they beat a team that had just went to Detroit and won, and they looked like they were almost unbeatable. And really, they did everything right in that game. They limited Evans and Godwin. They played very good football. And the quarterback showed up, got the ball to his wide receivers. But this is a game that the Jets have to win. I mean, they've had 10 days to get ready for this. They should be rested. They should be focused. They're at home. You can't let these games slip away. I like the Jets this week.
Bart, what do you think about the matchups? Because the Jets have been so good on third down. We've been talking about it all show. But they've also been outstanding in the red zone. You flip it to the Denver Broncos. They struggle on third down, and they don't have the red zone numbers the Jets do.
Yeah, and I can go back to the Pittsburgh game where Bo Nix threw the interception, and that's what you're going to get, inconsistency when you have a young quarterback, the ups and downs of just going through the process as he learns how to read certain coverages. With Aaron Rodgers, you don't have that issue. He understands, he's able to get to the line of scrimmage early, decipher the information, smoke you out of your coverages, and he knows what play to go to. And then, as we've seen, if you're going to play off, he's going to treat that as an opportunity for his wide receivers to get opportunities to go one-on-one against your quarterback, your cornerback, and I hope you practice and tackling in this new era of football.
Baldy looks like he's ready for that ride in the convertible. Who's driving?
Baldy, I got shotgun.
There you go.
I'll be in the back seat. Okay, enjoy your football Sunday, everybody.